Because she turned her back on her purse while pumping gas, the woman was immediately noticed by a passing police officer. "Do that if I were you, leave." Practically begging someone to take it. Facing the stranger's kind reminder, the woman kindly thanked him. She drove her full, quickly arriving at a farmhouse. This interlude promises more than it reveals. It turned out she rented a house here for 2 months to fully enjoy her vacation, escaping the hustle and bustle of the big city. However, coincidentally, the police officer who warned her that morning was her neighbor. Tara chose not to disturb him, seeing him interacting with his children. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. Until the next morning that he accidentally let the chickens out while retrieving eggs, who lived in the city and worried about being caught and could only try the clumsy method of chasing them, heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. But as she chased them, the chickens strayed further from the coop. Soon, Tara and the chickens ended up on the officer's property. "She looks pretty comfortable under there, huh?" "Oh, I'm sorry, no problem." The narrative's pulse quickens here. "Don't worry, she can't go anywhere." "So you must be renting Joanna's place?" "Yes, for the summer." As a law enforcement officer, he first confirmed Tara's tenant status. Then he realized she looked familiar. "Why do I feel like a union from somewhere?" "The gas station the other day." "Yes, I remember. Red convertible New York plates. You will be pleased to know that I escaped with my purse unsnatched." A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. Struck by the coincidence of their reunion, Boone helped her catch the chicken and taught her how to control it so it wouldn't be caught. But just as Tara sincerely thanked him and was about to leave, Boone called out to her. City people new to the countryside inevitably run into trouble. As a neighbor and a police officer, he naturally had a responsibility to help her solve problems. The narrative's pulse quickens here. He left his contact information. At first, Tara didn't care, thinking an adult like her wouldn't need help to survive. But that night, just as he was about to fall asleep, a noise suddenly came from the next room, sounding like someone rummaging inside. A burglar. That was Tara's first thought. Whispers of what could be echoed through. She immediately remembered the phone number Boone left earlier that day and dialed it without hesitation. "Hello Boone, it's Tara. There's someone in my house. Go outside, I'll be right there." In less than 3 minutes, Boone appeared with a flashlight. Tara's heart instantly settled. After quickly asking about the situation and location, he told Tara to stay put and silent. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. He cautiously entered the room. What surprised Tara was that Boone walked out relieved just seconds later. "Shoot him out the back door." "Wait, you didn't arrest him?" "It was going to, but he's a raccoon, need tiny handcuffs." It was just a false alarm. The intruder wasn't a thief, but a raccoon looking for food. Although she had to bear the loss from this unexpected disaster, Tara's relief outweighed everything else upon learning it wasn't a thief. After calculating the losses, Boone offered to stay and help clean up. Tara immediately refused. He had already helped her enough since their first meeting. Kind, warm, and humorous, these were the labels Tara placed on him in her heart. Boone felt the same way about her. Beautiful, sunny, and cheerful. This interlude promises more than it reveals. This was the first time since his wife's passing that he felt the stirrings of a crush. But reality subtly reminded him not to selfishly pursue an ethereal love. As a single father raising 2 children, Boone had to shoulder the financial burden and prioritize their feelings. Knowing his 2 children they would never accept a strange woman replacing their mother, perhaps fate intervened. The next morning his friend who usually babysat was sick and Boone had an urgent trip. Boone had no choice but to ask Tara to look after the children. "I was hoping maybe I could ask a favor. I have a court appearance in Missoula today." Did the lawman break the law? But a fellow who had one too many and took his truck for a spin. How can I help? Serendipity at its finest, pulling strings. Hearing it was about watching the children, Tara immediately agreed without hesitation. She wanted to repay Boone. She genuinely enjoyed spending time with children. Tara brought out snacks, laughed as she entertained the two kids. Through chatting with them, she learned that the man who always helped others actually had a difficult life. Vulnerability meets chance. The cost of raising two children was like a heavy stone, crushing their entire home. The children were sensible because they accidentally overheard their father's conversation with the bank manager, learning about their current predicament. To spare their father worry, they pretended not to know. Tara felt sympathy, and at the same time, was highly impressed by the two children. The children spent the entire morning playing various games under Tara's guidance. Whispers of what could be echoed through. Near noon, Boone returned from his errands. I was still standing, that's a good sign. Gracia, whoa boys, what do you say? Thank you guys, Tara, anytime. They're good boys, no I think so. I act like tough guys but they're really a couple of softies at heart. I guess they dig after their mother. After a brief chat, Boone took out pliers and a screwdriver. Whispers of what could be echoed through. He planned to help fix the window the raccoon damaged last night, as she truly couldn't fix the window herself. The two sat in the small garden gazebo. After 3 days of knowing each, this was the first time they sat down quietly to talk before Tara could ask about his wife. Boone shyly asked, "Are you married?" Tara laughed bitterly, saying she had been divorced for a year. Romance blooms in the rain. Under his questioning, she recounted her story. 5 years ago, she married a single father with a daughter. After spending time together, the girl grew attached to her. Even after nearly a year since the divorce, the girl was still very dependent on her. The ex-husband had to stop the girl from following Tara on this trip. Hearing this, Boone could truly feel Tara's genuine affection for the child. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. A strange, complex feeling welled up in his heart. Before leaving, Boone invited her out. This Friday, the town bar was hosting a local party. He asked if Tara was free to join him. After getting a definite yes, he turned and went home. Knowing she didn't mind him having children, his heart was both troubled and warm. He wanted to get closer to her, but he was afraid she would leave in 2 months. The spark ignites, subtle yet undeniable. But he couldn't hide his feelings just because of his concerns. Their relationship quietly changed. Carrying their mutual affection, they walked the path of less than lovers. They rode horses through flower, often went deep into the mountains for fresh air. Tara even occasionally learned new skills from Boone, like using a slingshot and fishing. The two children saw all of this. They found an appropriate moment and calmly asked Boone the question he least wanted to face. "There you guys are we going to the movies, or what? You tear your girlfriend out there? Need a girlfriend? What are we talking about? You drank lemonade on our porch, and now you're riding horses via. Did you know she's not my girlfriend? Not known." The spark ignites, subtle yet. "We are friends, that is all." Just as he worried, his youngest son didn't object to him dating, but his eldest son reacted fiercely. Being a few years older, he remembered more about his mother. Boone understood this resistance. Meanwhile, Tara received a call from her ex-husband. His daughter, Erin, had driven away 4 nannies in the past 3 weeks. Even the agency blacklisted him. "You want something to be calling if he didn't, so just tell me what it is. I was thinking that you might enjoy a visit from her. It was her idea. Actually, a couple of weeks in the country, maybe longer, might be good for us." Before Tara could speak, I believe she's arrived by now. It was only then that Tara realized James's call wasn't a request, but a notification, just as she was admiring. "The boys saw you drive up and they just had to come and say hi. I am plus your fist scriptum, I'm Erin. Dad says you're like dearest daughter, but not her daughter. Awkward buddy, sorry." After saying hello, Boone and his kids helped take Erin's luggage home. In the following days, Tara worried about Erin's sensitivity. The narrative's pulse quickens here. Boone worried about his eldest son's reaction. Their time together became even more difficult to manage. They often had to wait until the children were asleep before daring to meet in the backyard. But after spending time together, Aaron noticed the hints in their behavior. One day, while alone with Tara, she suddenly asked, "When summer's over, you're coming back to New York, right?" "Of course, I'm coming back." "You won't let Boone talk you into staying?" Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. "Boone? I see the way you guys look at each other. I told you, he's just a friend. Even if he does love you." Through their interactions, they both clearly knew the other's feelings. But faced with Aaron's question, Tara dared not tell the truth. Aaron's father had always been distant, placing all emotional reliance on Tara. If Tara told the truth, Aaron would surely question if Tara's love for her still existed. Whispers of what could be echoed through. Boone encountered a similar problem. Seeing his eldest son's attitude change, he initiated a conversation. From his son, Boone understood his worries and concerns. The boy liked spending time with Tara but instinctively resisted any woman appearing next to his father. He felt conflicted. The root of this was his late mother. He feared that his father would gradually forget his mother after remarrying. "Your mom was so special, she just loved us, she plain all loved us, no evens or buts, and she said big doomed, you spend the rest of your life pining from me, you go who leaves your life." Did she really say that? She did, but then she meant it too. "I didn't mean what I said before, I do like Tara." "I know you do, but you don't have to worry, it's not aiming to be anybody's new mom, not anytime soon. I'll still never forget Mom, not ever." Boone's guidance that night completely resolved his eldest son's conflict. Although he might not accept it immediately, the day he fully understands won't be far off. The next day, Boone invited Tara to a floral pavilion, ready to take their relationship to the next level. But faced with his full affection, Tara hesitated. Romance blooms in the rain's aftermath. She told Boone about Aaron's situation, saying that if she were to start a new relationship, she absolutely had to consider Aaron's feelings. Though they weren't related by blood, she couldn't forget the years they spent together, nor could she ignore the girl's dependence and her own affection for her. As a single father of two, Boone fully understood Tara's feelings. He didn't force Tara to choose right away, deciding instead to do everything he could to gain Aaron's approval. Tara was even more certain that she hadn't misjudged him. Back home, she pondered how to foster the relationship between Aaron and Boone, and how to reassure Aaron that remarrying wouldn't mean abandoning her. But before she could speak, Aaron found her in tears. Seeing the message on her phone, Tara felt deep pity for Aaron. It was only then that she understood why her ex-husband first refused and then willingly sent his daughter here. It was all because he couldn't convince his daughter to accept his new girlfriend. The girlfriend planned to marry him first, then slowly win over Aaron. In just a few days had already completed the wedding. Seeing helpless Aaron, Tara was heartbroken after learning her father secretly married Aaron, locked herself in her room, and even started a hunger strike. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. Tara realized this couldn't go on. She had to do something to save the girl. After careful consideration, Tara decided to end her vacation early and go to New York with Aaron. She planned to help resolve the issues between Aaron and her stepmother, but before she could tell Boone, he arrived with a freshly baked pizza. Seeing the half-as joyful, "I'm so sorry, but I'm leaving." "What do you mean leaving?" "I'm going back to New York." "When?" "Tomorrow, if I can get it together." "When did you decide that?" "I'm still deciding. Things are just happening so fast." "Well, what kind of things?" "Aaron has to go back to New York to face some big life changes. I don't want her to deal with them on her own, I want to be there for her." "Were you even gonna bother telling me?" Boone lost his usual calm, demanding why Tara didn't consult him about such a big decision. Heartstrings tugged by the unlikeliest paths. "Of course I was going to tell you, I haven't even told Aaron yet. I just decided it." "It doesn't look like there is in US, does it?" "Don't say that. I gotta get back to the voice." "Oh, I'll see you later." From Boone's perspective, Tara was an outsider. The only thing connecting them was an uncertain future. If she left like this, that uncertain future would surely lean toward the impossible. In short, the distance and lack of commitment gave him a sense of crisis. Serendipity at its finest, pulling strings unseen. Tara spent the whole night sleepless, pondering many things. Considering Boone, she made a decision that accommodated both their views. She would keep Aaron with her long term, forcing her ex-husband to deal with all the problems via phone calls. But just as she was about to tell Aaron, she found the girl was gone. She searched every corner of the farm and called many times, but no answer. She then sought Boone's help. The narrative's pulse quickens here. Facing a life, the two quickly put aside their disagreements. You drive north, LL drive south, LL find her, you come with me. Have you seen Aaron? I was just down to the docks, the boat slumped there, not there. Yeah, I was gonna go fishing. Does she know how to row? The disappearance of Aaron and the boat suggested Aaron had sailed away. Vulnerability meets chance in cinematic grace. They quickly drove downstream along the river and soon discovered the damaged boat. Boone calmly instructed them to search different directions. Their efforts paid off. They found Aaron by the river with an injured knee. Pity and amusement. She took the opportunity to share the decision she made last night. Boone fully supported keeping Aaron, even expressing his immense welcome. Aaron immediately felt an unspeakable sense of security. She initially didn't want Tara to stay, fearing she would be excluded. Now she realized her worries were entirely unnecessary. Finding a private spot, Tara called her ex-husband. She told him everything that happened. Without giving him time to react, she announced her decision to keep Aaron living with her. Yeah, well, she's only got one parent here. No, she has me, and I'm not sending her back to you, not in the state she's in. Emotions brew beneath the surface calm. Yeah, well, that's not your choice to make, you're not her mother. Yes, I am, in every way that counts. If you want your daughter back, James, learn how to love her. I do love her, of course I love her. She doesn't know that. How could she not? I give her everything she wants. Aaron was so dependent on Tara, still calling her mom even after the divorce, precisely because she didn't get the desired care and companionship from her father. The lack of security made her emotionally rely entirely on Tara. Layers of longing unfold in quiet beauty. Heeding Tara's words, her ex-husband finally recognized his mistakes. She really almost drowned? Yes. It's awful, Light. She needs some time, James. And I don't expect you to come get her, but for right now, just let me take care of Aaron. Please. Okay. Thank you. No, thank you, and hey, tell her and then I love her. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. You can tell her about James. I will. Tara gave him time to reflect and change. She chose to stay here long term. That night, she knocked on Boone's door with flowers, choosing a life completely different from her past. I'm taking a job here, I might be teaching your voice. Really? They would love. I mean, what about Aaron? If she's staying too. Until James comes to his senses and becomes the father that she needs him to be. A brush with destiny that lingers sweetly. What if that doesn't happen? Then I'll be one happy mom. You're a pretty good mom, you're pretty good dad. Accompanied by the happy ending of The Lovers, the movie concludes. Sometimes the greatest love stories start with a runaway chicken and a raccoon.